I knew I'd get it figured out. Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the Rosy Supernova. Had some audio issues there, but it looks like audio is now working. So obviously let me know in the comments below if you can't hear me. But if you can't hear me, then you can't comment. We are at cycle 800. I actually took a little break from doing recordings. One of the updates just absolutely borked the space audio. So they tried adding, here, unpause it, they tried adding audio to rockets, and so as soon as you came to this screen, you then got this horrible noise throughout the rest of the game, and it was bad. Anyway, this rocket is on its way back. I came over to the water planet and dug all this out and got that arbor acorn finally. And then dug this down, so hopefully it'll stop that stuff exploding on the side. I'm not entirely sure. And maybe that'll also help things actually cooling down. This rocket is on the way back. You can't zoom out anymore. Yeah, stop it. So yeah, that is all of space. A couple of little tiles that don't have question marks in it, but we have seen it all. But very importantly for cycle 800, look at my water! Look at my water! We're actually at the point where stuff is dropping down. And like soon I'll be able to mop stuff. I'm very excited. This has been several hundred cycles in the making of getting the liquids to actually fall down. What are you at? Yeah, you're in like the 100 kilograms. Water's all flowing off the top. I'm sure there's still some like weird things happening that's just going to take a bunch of mopping. And in fact, probably need to get rid of that, and then I can put in a, not a pitcher pump, a bottle emptier, and pour stuff directly into that pump. And to deal with everything over here, we're going to change all these filters. Because I now have actual filters filtering out what I want. And so everything else should go to where I want. Oh, you're active. Okay. So I didn't quite get this below the level of the volcano. Yeah, and these are all running pretty good. I'm not running them flat out, but I also don't want to. How are you? I haven't looked at you in a while. We got iron all over the place. Looks like we melted out a big chunk. You're idle. You're idle. And we have some superheated chunks, but without any liquid on them to exchange heat. I bet it just waits until they erupt again. Okay. This base is still empty, just dumping metal. And how's the tree doing? Alright, we got some hydrogen. I have these settings set to just basically run these pumps all the time so as to hopefully never get that overpressure. And we are down to 10 tons of slime, so it's not going down quite as fast as I thought. Oh, and my dupe is emptying the oxygen down here from the suit docks. Not quite a full tile of hydrogen. Alright, so what I want to know is if I plant the arbor tree, do I get a pip out of the dock? And for that, I've got... This is now set up to plant an arbor tree in. So we're just waiting on the rocket. Now, since we're right here in the middle of the night, now with those steam turbines running, before I put those in, my batteries were actually running out of juice. And so now here, the sun will just now start coming up, and I only lost 20 kilojoules out of the battery stacks. To be fair, I have a lot of battery storage. So 20 is quite a lot when you add in all of those batteries and all of those batteries. But the steam turbines are providing just enough power to kind of slow that trickle down, and then the solar provides more than enough to top everything back up. It's just it takes quite some time for solar to start producing full power if we watch these wires. You can see the power ramping up. I don't even think that's a full one. That should be. And so that's why you do this shape, is this one will hit max power before you reach maximum light. And so these guys can produce almost maximum power but not take up as much space. So anyway, that's what's going on with the batteries. The 3 steam turbines are definitely doing their jobs. Oh yeah, that pumped out plenty. So where are we at? 800 kilograms across here. Where do people keep fleeing from? Oh, you. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, we had more wacky stuff flow in, so that's perfect. Let's just double check my filters before I get stuff where I don't want it. You should be taking out water. And that should be taking out polluted water. And that one takes out water. So everything else will just go up into space. Oh good God, those tanks are full. Alright, yeah, I still got way too much water. I didn't quite pay attention to how big this thing is. That's a 10 kilo polluted water vent. Yeah, in its lifespan, that's like 4 to 5 kilos a second, which runs my entire oxygen system all by itself, not counting water I get from the dupes and from anything else going on. These are the dupes with the arbor acorn. And they're not the happiest dupes in the world, but they're doing fine. This rocket doesn't have a gas canister, so they can't. So the carbon dioxide doesn't come out automatically. But they're only at 18%. They're about to land. I think they about half a cycle? Yeah, 0.6 out. This one's gonna take a while. And then I decided to be slightly smarter down here on the water filter. Since I see a bunch of crude oil coming in now, I just set this one to filter crude oil. So, mostly waiting. All the pipes are backed up because all my water tanks are full. Huh? Yes, I was just pointing this out a little bit ago that there's some bug where, like, landing rockets sometimes don't have any exhaust, which is weird. Alright, you disable. Alright, and Ren and nope. Why would you move that? Ren and Harold need new beds, and then we can plant the arbor tree. I'm just thinking whether I want it there, and then I can get rid of that and maybe plant another one, but in order to even plant another one, I need a pip. So, anyway. Why can't I click plant? Like, you even say that I have a tree. Oh, what the hell. Alright, let's assign the dupes, then we'll go, I guess, sweep that? Is it Harold and Ren? I think Harold's still in the rocket. Yes. You disable... Oh, are you saying I can't plant it because you can't see it on this space? Sometimes it just gets annoying. Yes. Okay, I guess we're sweeping it to right here. There, that'll be close enough. Oh, I still have ice in there? Oh yeah. Yeah, so on top of all the water from the bottom of the base, I was also melting ice. Somebody? Why can't I? There it is. Now I can plant it. That should not have been that difficult. Okay, good. I was like, please put on your suit. Like, I'm fine if you keep emptying that. I just wanted you to get the suit back on. Okay, drop that back out of there. Now, somebody come plant this. Okay, so they do got to give it dirt. I'm giving it polluted water. Nice. We now have a tree. I've been trying to check how often this cycles through magma. I've got this temperature sensor set all the way down to 500, which still seems to be working fine over here. I'm just wondering if I can go even lower just so I can extract more heat out of this. Yeah. And there's still just a bunch of hot igneous rock there. I don't think this pulls it out very fast, but I also don't care how fast it pulls it out. I'm getting heat out of it that I wasn't getting before. And I've been having my dupes just sweep up everything. So I think they've even gotten most of the stuff down here. Well, by most I mean it's no longer 9 million, it's now 5 million. And a lot of oil. How much was over here? I guess it's flowing all the way across. I think there was a bigger pool over there that just kind of came across. And almost back to oxygen at the bottom of the map. Yeah, the game is chugging so hard, even zooming out, you can see the gas slowly creep its way up. I have not looked over here in a while. And I don't think these two steam turbines are quite doing enough. I think it's doing a great job of cooling down this cobalt. So this area starts to cool off, but then that's not really flowing down to here like I thought it would. So I might have to send a dupe over to move that. And if I put that over here, then it can hit both sides. And then it will flow down. How is there cobalt down there? I guess that dropped it. Okay, let's actually set you up a little bit. Because I'm betting a lot of this is cold enough, it's just sitting around. Ooh, first printable. Since planting the tree. Nope. Yeah, it's worth a shot. I did have them move the output, because all that rock is just going to come down here into this water, which is being cooled by this break that I put in the abyssalite that is slowly freezing up into my water. Same thing over here. My ladder goes all the way down to there, and it has frozen all of this all the way up and is now starting to freeze across the top. So I don't think dumping some hot metal in here will do much of anything. And then this gold volcano is already touching that water. It's just dormant. Oh yeah, some of this stuff was down to the 140 range. Look at that. Alright. What happened? The sun went down? Yeah. At 40 cycles, you're just about to go dormant. So this going dormant will actually help everything down here cool off because the water will just flow off. It's idle. No. Yeah, of course you are. You are doing nothing. We're up to 60 kilograms. Absolutely worthless. So we are coming to the bottom of the temperature range for this, which I lowered. And what I was worried about was too much crude oil appearing here. But this is only flowing 2 kilos, so it really doesn't take much. And as soon as that closes, it pops. And so this door will cause this to cycle before this really has an issue. So by the time that gets lower in temperature, I mean, this should suck the heat out of it so fast that it's going to cycle before this backs up enough to cause a problem, and then this will be hot enough to make all that pop over to petroleum anyway. But you can see how much the temperature drops each moment that door closes. This is a thermium door, right? Yeah, so that's going to suck the heat out just as fast as possible. What is that, about 10 or 12 degrees? Yeah, about 10. And I'm betting that as this becomes colder, this will cycle more because the temperature differential is less. But like, we haven't even closed this door again. And this will already be down to 475 and cycling. So yeah, screw it. Let's get everything we can out of it. I mean, if that needs to close when this is at 450, this door will close and suck the heat out enough anyway. I mean, other than that one little break that hasn't happened again, this side has been rock solid, and this has been doing pretty good. I'm happy with it. Yeah, you still got a whole nother degree to come down, and there's a lot of mass to drop that degree before this door gets called into existence, or into necessity. More stuff the dupes have dropped. Yeah, so there it is. I mean, I won't get as much heat out of this side, but who cares? Oh, and you still had enough heat in the door to cycle. That filter gate might be set a little bit long. Where are you? There you are. It's too bad it doesn't have a countdown in here. Because, yeah, you should have cycled by now. Oh, is that you? Why aren't you toggling? Yeah, let's set that down. Where are you? I'm gonna set that down to 20. Alright, it's all good. Alright, who didn't tell me my rocket landed? You. Can't remember who's in there. Catalina, get out of there. Disable. Oh, I forgot to set their mess tables, didn't I? And... go in. Alright, now in the comments, someone was nice enough to point out something that I completely missed in an update, was apparently there was a transport module and then they put in a collection module? Oh, no, it's just a transport module. Select an object to display, but do you tell me what you have in it? Contents none. And then someone else pointed out that you need to kick out whatever's in here. Well, how are you supposed to know what's in there? I believe it said I had a teapot. Yeah, I don't think this is working right for me. Maybe I need to get rid of this and then rebuild it. Because, like, it said I had a teapot in there. All sorts of fun stuff over there. Like, it said I had a teapot in there when I was in space. So let's swap that module for solar panel. I'm getting snow. Am I even set to pick up snow? Sure. Yeah, and you picked up a lot of polluted ice and ice. Nice. Okay, now let's swap that again for an artifact module. Oh right, I'm sweeping out everything that was in that rocket. And they've reloaded the drill cone, perfect. On the star map, I can't see anything about the rockets, right? No. Yeah, so I still don't know how the artifact transport works. I got that one saxophone out, and I've never gotten anything else. My rockets say they have something in it, and I land, and it never appears. So, I don't care that much about artifacts. I mean, they're good for decor, but they're, you know, in the base game, you got plenty of them, so it's easy to make a big, giant, green, glowing mess out of them, but I'm not all that concerned that I can't figure it out. So anyway, we got the arbor tree back, which is what I wanted. And now I guess I'm going to wait a bunch of cycles and see if I get a pip out of there and clean up the rest of the water. So thank you all very much for watching. This has definitely been one of my longer playthroughs of just testing out some stuff. I haven't tried modules since the update that broke them. I haven't tried any that have worked yet. So they should now be starting to come back online, so I'll probably be doing some testing of that. Thank you all very much for watching. Definitely put your comments. I read them. I try to test out what you put in there to see if I missed something, because, well, I generally miss stuff. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode.